Hello. Let's put this down a little bit. Welcome to, in England and Wales, I think, Bank Holiday Monday. You are very good, consistent people, as I see. I wondered if I might be speaking to myself, but I can see there are 3 of you that have logged on. Well done. We're going to continue talking about the muscles. Last week I talked about the deltoids and the biceps and the forearms, and then belatedly remembered about the triceps, but I didn't really talk about them. Now, today we're going to talk about the sort of muscles here, the muscles in your back, because we're onto the torso and the front. And what I'm going to talk about first are the trapezius muscles. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a picture where they are. So those, the red bits, are where I feel like a weather woman, are where the trapezius is. Okay? And one of the exercises that we do on Wednesday. Oh no, we don't. No, sorry, that's. I'm thinking the lat. The exercise that we do in the warm up. This one, where you turn your hands and you clap above your head and your back again. If you put your hand there where you saw the trapezius and you lift your hand up, you can feel that muscle working, and you can feel your scapula going up and down as well. I don't know if it does. Yeah, so it does. It moves your scapula. Sorry, I'm here. Moves your scapula. I'm just checking I've got that right with the book. When I was looking up what you would use it for, one of the things said painting the ceiling. Now, I can't imagine anything worse than painting the ceiling, so I wouldn't do that at all. But if you're carrying heavy shopping, it stops your hands going right down like that. It's quite useful if you're carrying heavy shopping. And even if we're only carrying it from the car to into the house, we still end up carrying heavy shopping. So that's the trapezius, and that's what you do. The other one are the lats. You may hear people talking about lats, which are your latissimus dorsi, so side of the back. And those are there. Okay. And the exercise that we do on Wednesday, the rowing exercise, that's very good for that because it's pulling back. Okay, yes, that one's okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just feeling all my muscles. When you do this one, if you feel there as well, you can feel it moving. Anyway, sorry. Yes, so the rowing is good for your latissimus dorsi or your lats. And the things that they're good for are, one of the things it says is pushing up to get out of the chair, but obviously we don't ever do that. We stand up without using our hands, hopefully. But if you are moving furniture, so doing that, pushing furniture around, that's good. Just pushing generally, shutting doors. I mean, you don't have to do anything particularly heavy, but just pushing like that. And then the last one I'm going to do is your pecs. Just like you, I think you know where your pecs are, don't you? They're the muscles across your chest. Those ones there. Oops, that's it. The pecs. This warm up that we do, that exercises the pecs. And your pecs are good for putting your hand forward across your body like that. I don't know if you'd ever need to do that very much. And sort of applying, well, you would if you're applying deodorant. Just very small little things that you need all your muscles for, every day-to-day things. So just reaching for something like that, or like they say, doing that, doing your hair for other muscles, just very small things. But if you have impaired shoulder mobility, impaired back muscles, if they don't work particularly well, it just hinders you. It just makes life easier if you can do them. Right, next week, whoa, we're going to do the core. Bet you can't wait. And then we'll go on to the lower body. Okay, so It's 11 o'clock and we're going to start the strength exercises. If you're new, I don't know if I have anybody new, we are going to start with the warm-up. We're going to have the main body of the exercise and then the stretching at the end. I don't know if you listen to Michael Mosley, just to sort of digress a minute. I don't know if you listen to Michael Mosley, Just One Thing, at 11:45 on Radio 4 on a Sunday. And I sort of been listening half-heartedly, but yesterday he was talking about he does press-ups and squats every day. And it's really worth a listen to. I've put a link up on my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page if you want to find it there. But if you just go into BBC Sounds and type in Michael Mosley, Just One Thing, you'll find it. But basically what he was saying was that, well, two things he was saying, but one of the things he was saying that squats and press-ups are two of the best exercises you can do because they exercise so many of the body's muscles. I mean, he can't help playing catch-up. Obviously, where we lead, others follow. I don't know what took him so long to find this out, but anyway. But he was also saying, he was talking just towards the end of the program, he was talking about how if you're doing something physical plus learning something, that's really good for boosting your brain power. And I immediately thought of our warm-up routine that we do. So it's just nice to have the reassurance that we are doing everything right. So we're going to start with our warm-up. This is going to be a fairly snappy class, having finished all that talking. You're going to need a chair. It's a fairly challenging class, but I'll show you how to adapt some of the exercises so that you can still take part and you can work up to doing the full range of exercises. Remember, if you can't do 10 of each, 10 repetitions of each exercise, doesn't matter. If you do one, or half, it's just fabulous because at least you're trying it and you will build up. I've got people now telling me, Rosemary, I can do X number of press-ups, or Rosemary, I can hold the plank for 40 seconds. And so it's all good stuff. So I'm going to start our warm-up, just walking on the spot, nothing too heavy, on your toes if you can. We'll come down to the calf muscles later, but it's really good for your calf muscles. Just swing your shoulders, swing your arms a little bit in a slightly exaggerated way so that you get your shoulder muscles warmed and mobilized. My muscles here are a bit sore because I decided I really must start doing yoga again. So I'm trying to do half an hour yoga every morning. I've got the telly, but it's Ashtanga, so my arms are pretty tired. That's my excuse if I can't get my 7 press-ups done today. Anyway, so we're going to do this for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Right, arms. First of all, we're going to put your hands on the shoulders and make your arm like a wing. Have a pencil sticking out, an imaginary pencil sticking out, and we're going to do 5 big circles on an imaginary wall. Backwards first, 1, 2, nice full range of movement, 3, 4, 5, and then forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other one. Don't forget that pencil. Just going to see what somebody's saying. Hi, Prue. No bank holiday rest for us, eh? And 1, 2. Anybody from Scotland? 3, 4, 5. In Scotland, a bank holiday means the banks are shut, but everything else is open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What in England is called the bank holiday is called public holiday in Scotland. Little bit of intercultural information there. Right. The next exercise is the one where we raise one hand and pull the other one back. And we're not rocking, just nice and straight, only your arms move. So 1. You can't get your hand right up by your ear. 2. Just take it to where it is comfortable. Never try and force it up. 4, 5. Nice and slow and controlled. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. We're going to do the one that I was showing you before. So we're standing with our hands, palms against your thighs. Turn your hand out. Bring it up so as your hands touch above your head. Turn it back. Turn your hands out again and bring them back down so that you're starting off in the same position, that you're ending in the same position you started off. If you can't get your hands above your head like that, that's fine. Just do what you can. The main thing is that you're moving your shoulders. And if they're stiff, they will loosen up eventually. I don't mean eventually today, but over the weeks. Okay, so we're going to go 1. I'm not going to move the camera because you can just take my word for it that they're meeting at the top. Sorry. 2. 3. You're thinking, oh, I'm doing my traps so much good. 4, because they come right up onto your shoulder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I thought of something to tell you then, but it just popped out my head. We're doing that. Oh, never mind. Right, last one of our arm exercises. Oh, yes, I know. I was going to say when I was doing the yoga, there's an awful lot of holding your hands out, like holding your arms out like this a lot, and it gets really tiring and really sore. You'd be amazed how tiring it gets. Anyway, last one. Have your elbows at 90 degrees, and we're going to just touch your elbows together. If you can't get your elbows touched together, doesn't matter. Just do what you can. 3. Main thing is to never force anything. 4, 5, 6. This one's putting a strain on my shoulders. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, I could feel that. Feeling effects after an apparently strenuous walk. There you go. Sometimes at the time you don't always realise you're doing something strenuously, and then the next day, in Shetland, when your muscles are sore, in Shetland, where I come from, it's called being spaggy. So I'm a bit spaggy today. We'll just write that word in your lexicon because that's the word I'm going to use. Right, on to our warm-up bit, next bit of our warm-up, which is the bit that's going to warm up our brain as well as our bodies. So you're going to go just a heel dig, like that, little heel dig, and at the same time, anchor your elbows into your waist, and you're going to do a bicep curl with the opposite leg. Okay, so these sets of exercises that we're about to do are great for balance, strength, coordination, and therefore brain work and balance. Did I say balance? Strength, flexibility, coordination. Oh, I don't know, balance. 3, 2, here comes the dog. 1. Next one we're going to do is just take a step out to the side. Poor dog's going in for his second shoulder on Wednesday. And at the same time, prayer hands out. Yeah, he's having his second shoulder done on Wednesday. But I'm taking him in really early, so the class will still be on Wednesday. Oh, another 2 weeks of lockdown for me. Thing is, at the moment, he thinks he's better, but he's not. His shoulder, to all intents and purposes, looks healed. But obviously, and he wants to bounce around on it. But obviously, I've got to restrict him still. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do, what are we doing next? Oh yes, a step back. Talking too much about the dog. And at the same time as you take a step back, you're going to push your hands out. Spread your fingers. Give your forearms and your hands a bit of a workout as well. I've been using my hand strengtheners more as well, because I had become a bit lax about doing that. So I've been using them more. And I think the muscles in my arms are getting slightly less string-like. 3, do you want to go in your cake? 2, 1. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to see if the dog wants to go in his little den. Do you want to go in, baby? There you go. And then last one, we're going to do just a toe tap. Just tapping your toe, and at the same time, just swinging your arms in a nice relaxed fashion. 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to put it all together and do all those 4 together. This is where the memory comes in. So, heel dig, side, I was forgetting myself, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, 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 oh Rosemary, pay attention, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig. If you're floundering on this, don't worry about it. Back, it does come eventually. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Last time, side, back, toe tap. Right, having done that, we're now going to go into the main body of the exercise. We're going to start, sorry, we're going to start with a squat. Just quickly, remember a squat without the chair. Your knees don't go over your toes. Your knees don't come in like this. If you can't do the, what's the word, freestanding squat, get onto the chair and stand up. Have your hands here so you're not tempted to put them on your knees. Okay? If you can't do that, use your arms for momentum. Okay? So, we're going to do 10 squats. I'll go sideways first, and then for 5, and then front on for 5. So, adopt the stance, get your bottom sticking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do them fairly sharpish. 6, don't let your knees come in. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I was thinking, that's the squats for going up and down, but we need to go sideways as well sometimes. You may be walking, because you're good at walking because you've done your squats, and you need to get over a stile, and the leg just sort of won't come up. So, what we're going to do, and this is balance as well, start with your legs hip width apart, lift your knee up, put it over, and bring them together, well, bring them back. So up, over, step, up, over, step, up, over, step. Other way, up, over, step, up, over, step, up, over, step. We'll do it once more. Pretend there's a fence there. Up, over the fence, step. Obviously, you get caught up if you're going to get caught on this leg, but it's an imaginary fence. So up, over, there. Up, over, there. Up, over, up, over, up, over. One more. Up, over. It's just to keep your hips supple and to keep you doing that. Right, we're going to start on our punching. Just let me get my thingy up. It's very naughty of you, Delia. Right, where are we? What am I after? Clock. Right, so I'm going to have to stand over here so I can be close to the... oh no, I could put it there, I suppose. Yes, I can put it there. I've got a big dog crate in here for the dog, which he really likes. He sleeps in it, but I don't lock him in. But it makes a wonderful table or surface to put loads of rubbish on. Right, so remember, punching, feet hip width apart, and you're going straight out from your chest. So it's that movement. On your marks, we're going to do 2 lots of 30 seconds. Go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Do it in bouts of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Have a very good pace going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Whew. It's a bit of an unnatural movement, that, particularly for women, I think. Maybe we should just keep going. Oh, 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 oh. That actually is a bit more tiring if you just go out, like that. Anyway, we're going to do it again, and I'm just going to do it continuously this time. You can either do it in 1, 2, 3, or you can do it continuously with me. See which you prefer. I'm puffing now. Right, reset, and off we go again. I think I prefer this. Although 30 seconds of doing this is quite a lot, really. I'm going to go sideways so you can see what my hands are doing. Your knees, your feet are hip width apart and your knees are bent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stop. Ooh. Which did you prefer? I think doing this is harder. So therefore, that's the one I prefer. Right. Next one is the lunge. Get your chair, and you only need this just in case you need a bit of balance. You could hold on, do it by the wall, hold on to the wall. It's up to you. And remember, a lunge is four separate bits. Step forward, bend. Don't put this knee on the ground. It should be at 90 degrees. If you can only get to there, that's absolutely fine. But you bend, stand up, and back. Somebody was saying the other day when we're doing this, they do alternate legs because they find that easier, which is fine if that's what you need to do to succeed. Absolutely fine. But I'm going to do 10 on the right leg and then 10 on the left leg. Right, so 1, remember your torso is nice and upright. 1, nice and slow and controlled. 2, 3, try not to let this leg drift in like mine's trying to do. 4, it comes in a little bit. 5, 6, oh, 7, that's why the chair is there. 8, 9, 10. Right, we're going to do the other leg. So, always takes me a little while to get my balance when I switch legs. 1, oops, see what I mean? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right. We need to go on the floor now. So whilst you're getting onto the floor, just going to show you how to get down if you can't just plonk down onto the floor. If you have, you can use this chair, but a lower chair is even better. If you've got a lower sofa, sit on it and just holding on, you just sort of slide off. You're going to need to be able to kneel at least on one knee, and then you can sit yourself down. When you, I'll show you what we do when we come up, when it's time to come up. I'm going to start with press ups. I have to be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to these because I've already done quite a lot of exercises on my arms this morning, and I hope that I don't start crying because I can't do 7. So remember, kneeling, hands under shoulders, a little step forward. Your hands can be slightly wider than your shoulders, but you're coming down. And then you move again so that your hands are over so that your wrists are over your shoulders. Wrong way around. Start again. Kneeling so that your shoulders are over your wrists. Take a step forward. You can have them slightly wider. And then your shoulders come over your wrists. They may be slightly inside, but that's the general aim. If you can do the down but not the up, sometimes if you can't, you can do this bit, but you can't do that bit. Just do that bit then and just lie. Like, go down. You don't touch the floor there. Oh yes, you have to. And then up again, and then again. If you can't kneel, lie on your tummy, hands under your shoulders, and just push up like that, and then down, and up, and down. Because that is still strengthening your arms. Oh, sorry. Right. Let's try this, see if I can do 7. If I can't, you'll have to just carry on without me. So a little bit forward, and we're going to go. Oops, 1. My bum's a bit up in the air. Your back should be straight, actually, not your bum sticking out like mine was. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to take a rest. 5, 6, 7. Oh, how did you get on? That was hard. Right, where's my stopwatch? Right, we're going to go into the plank. Front plank to start off with. Going to do this for a minute. Remember, you lie on your tummy, have your arms like a sphinx, but have your elbow under your shoulder, so that when you push up, your shoulder is taking the strain, not your arm. Get this a bit further. And you are like a plank. You're not sticking up or slumping down. If you can't hold it for the full time, go like that. Then when you get tired, have a rest, and then go up again. And it's going to be 60 seconds. I'm going to count off in 10-second bursts. So off we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whoa, that was hard because my arms are tired. Right, side plank. Again, arm under your shoulder, really important. And if you can't do this bit, remember the lower leg can go like that. And if you're doing it, just come up and down if you want. If you can't get up like that, just come up a little bit. Just practice doing that. I'm looking at you, Delia. Right, are we ready? Up we go, and off we go. I'll do this in 10s as well. That's the first 10 gone. 15, we're halfway through. 20. 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Whoa, that was hard. It's only my pride that stops me giving up. Right, other side. Remember, just take a little time to position your elbow under your shoulder. And we're ready. Up we go. That's 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Did you hear the wobble in my voice there? That was the wobble in my voice that was keeping pitch with the wobble in my shoulder. Right. We're going to do the boat now. Now, somebody said they can't even attempt the boat, but I would like you to attempt. So, sitting with your knees bent, and this is the one where you hold the back of your knees, you lean back slightly, and you get your feet off the floor. And you sit like this, but you don't hold on to your knees. Now, if you can't do anything, sit back a little bit, and you can just stay like this. It's entirely okay. You can stay like this and just put your hands forward. You don't have to get your feet off the ground. But I want you to at least try this or this. Hands forward or holding on. The rest of us heavy stalwarts are going to do the full thing. Not the complete boat. We're not going to have our feet up like that. Unless you want to. On your marks, set, go. So if you can, your shins are parallel to the ground, and then let go. If you're sitting, that's absolutely fine. Halfway through, we're going to do 2 bouts of 30 seconds. Try and get your knees, if you get your knees closer to your chest, it works these abs a bit more. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Grab your knees and back down. We'll just have a couple of seconds rest, and then we're going to repeat that. Okay? So, bring this in slightly. Leaning back slightly, get your knees up, thighs, shins parallel to the ground, or just sitting in this position. And off we go. That's 10 seconds. 15. 20. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, well done. Just sit with your feet out straight in front of you. Pull your toes back, sort of push your heels forward. Try and get your knees flat on the floor. Pull your toes back and push your heels out. Sitting up nice and straight. If you can, bring your hands over your head and just lean forward. If you lean forward, if you can only get to your knees, that's fine, or your ankles. If you can, grab your toes. And we're just going to sit like this just for a little while, just to get the kink out your back. Because it's quite nice to do this. And it stretches your hamstrings as well. You can tell who's been doing yoga this morning, can't you? Okay, sitting up. We're going to do the bridge. Now, usually when I do the bridge, I say have your feet so that your middle finger can just touch your heels. Today, I'm saying bring your feet in quite close, as close to your bum as you can. Okay? I think this makes it a little bit more difficult, and it stretches your quadriceps. If you find this too difficult, go back to the way we were doing it before. Okay? So shoulders engaged on the floor, get your shoulders onto the floor, and we're going up. Remember, keep your thighs parallel. Squeeze that glute. I think you get a better glute squeeze this way. Okay? And we're going to go down and then up again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you're going down, don't rest. 7, just touch the floor and straight back up. 8, 9, 10. Give it a good squeeze at the end. And then down we go. And if you can, bring your knees up and hug your chest. Give yourself a bit of a hug, just to get that kink out your back. Oh. And then sitting up. If you have difficulty getting up off the floor, then get onto your knees, get near the chair, hold on to it. And if it's, this is why a low chair is better. But if you've got a higher chair, you're needing to push quite hard. Swing yourself onto it. But with a sofa or something, that's easier. Right. We're going to finish by doing the, oh, my head has disappeared. We are going to do the high intensity stuff. So remember, we're going to do 3 20-second bouts. So that is running as fast as you can, like this, on the floor, as fast as you can, using your arms just to sort of balance you. They don't have to keep time with your knees, with your legs, but as fast as you can on your legs, just tiny, tiny little steps. If you've genuinely got something wrong with your knees, or your feet or your legs, you can do the boxing for the 20 seconds. But it's more effective if you do it the running, because your muscles in the lower half of your body are bigger, so it makes your heart work faster. I'm exhausted after that. Right, on your marks, set, off you go. Whew. $17, $18, $19, $20. Very good. Oh, are you rested? Just give you a little bit to recover. The nasty rainy day in Manchester. It's not very warm either. I've been spoiled by all this nice weather. It's been a boon actually having nice weather, because the garden has been, it's only a small garden, but it means I can get out into it with the dog rather than having to put on all my waterproofs and take him out. So that's been quite nice for his recovery, because I am actually stuck in the house for more or less 2 weeks after he's had the op. So that'll be a month in the house. Right, are you ready? Second one, on your marks, set, off you go. 17, 18, 19, 20. My voice is going croaky again. Sorry, just when I do that, this hip hurts. Falling to bits. Right, are you sufficiently rested? You had quite a long rest between 1 and 2, so I'm going to shorten the rest between 2 and 3. Are you ready? On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Right, just while you get your breath back, before we go into the stretches, usual stuff. If you've enjoyed the class and you'd like to show your appreciation by buying me a coffee, the link is underneath in the comments section. There's no obligation. I don't want to make it a class that you pay for, but it's a class that if you like the class, you can buy me a coffee. Nikki, hi, Nikki. Oh yeah, hope he gets over. Well, he does get over it quickly because he's young and when he's a bit dopey and sore, it's quite easy to keep him. It's quite easy to keep him quiet and not moving. It's once he starts to get a bit more active, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, should he be doing that? And I have to keep him in a lead on the house, on a lead in the house sometimes. And he's not supposed to jump on the sofa, but I don't know if climbing on the sofa is okay. Anyway, I haven't slept in my own bed for over 2 weeks. I have a mattress down here so that he doesn't go up and down the stairs. Honestly, the things we do for our dogs. So yes, if you've enjoyed the class, you buy me a coffee. If you want to know more about fitness or anything, or if you want to contact me, my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page is a good way to do that. And the link is in the comment section as well, underneath the picture of the video. If you haven't already, I'm sure most of you can subscribe to my channel, which the more subscriptions I have, the better. And if you can like this class as well, that would be super duper as well. Nikki, indeed, what we do, yeah. True enough. I haven't, he's had a bit of a year. Well, we've both had a bit of a hard year because I haven't had him a year yet. I picked him up on the 18th of May last year. And he's already had abdominal surgery because he's swallowed a hole. And then he's having 2 surgeries a surgery on each shoulder. So within the space of a year, 3 major operations. Hopefully there won't be any others. Right, stretching. So I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. The trials and tribulations. Get a dog, I thought. It'll be fun, I thought. Ho, ho, ho. Right, so stretching the calf. So front leg bent, back leg straight, heels on the ground, both legs facing in the same direction, leaning forward. And then gently bend your back knee, put a little bit of weight on that leg, and you'll feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles and the lower calf muscle, which is, I told you before, that's right, the soleus. And then switch over. Just check both feet are facing the same direction, which is what I was doing then. And then very gently bend your back knee. There we go. Right, quadriceps. So either hold your foot, your ankle, your trouser leg, whatever, or if you can't do that, have your hands behind you. Just see if you can kick your hands with your heels. I actually quite like this one because not only are you stretching your quadriceps, but you're actually strengthening your hamstrings. So if you want to do this, I'm going to do this today. If you want to do this, it's a very effective way. It's a twofer, isn't it? 2 for 1. A bog off. Buy one, get one free. Yog off. Exercise 1. No, I'm going to stop that. So if you're doing static stretching, swap legs. If you're doing this dynamic stretching, keep doing it. because after this, we're going to stretch the hamstrings. So it's good that we are strengthening them by doing this and then stretching them afterwards. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Gets you there, doesn't it? So hamstrings, sitting in the chair, sit forward in the chair, towards the edge of the chair. Knees at 90 degrees, ankles under knees, one leg forward, toe pulled back. Just check you're sitting up nice and straight and then lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. Keep your toe pulled back, push your heel into the carpet, into the floor. And then sitting up, other one, just check you're up straight, and down we go. Pull your toe back. Okay, sitting up. Last of the leg stretches. Have your chair sit sideways in your chair, but sideways and at the front. Torso nice and straight, leg out behind you, so that you're stretching this area here. It's difficult. You've got a muscle there called the TFL, Tensor Fasciae Latae. It's only a little muscle, but it's very difficult to stretch, and if mine's sore at the moment, and it does hamper you quite a bit if it's sore. But I don't think this stretches it. But anyway, it stretches these. And then swap. The Tensor Fasciae Latae is just known as the TFL. Yeah, this one's all right. It's only the other one. Okay, standing. I'll just move this a bit. Arms at shoulder height, round the tree. So your arms are like that, not like that. They're round and at shoulder height, and then dip your head. And then interlink your fingers behind your back. If you can't do that, just try and touch your elbows together. If you can, lift your hands up. Ooh, hurts my shoulders. Ooh, it's my deltoids that are hurting. So no waving for me. Okay, and we're going to do just one last one before we go. We're going to do that neck thing again. So standing with your shoulders nice and relaxed, turn your head slightly and get your hand there and just pull so that you're stretching this bit here. I don't like it if the head's straight. I suppose I prefer it when the head's turned slightly. You can do it straight if you want, but you've got to do it very gently. Make sure the shoulder doesn't come up. This shoulder should be right down there. Just pull it very gently. And then release it. And then do the other one. Make sure the shoulder is down. Yeah, I don't like doing it straight on. And then bring it back up. There we go. Quite like that one, actually. Yes, Nikki. Right. Thank you very much, and I shall see you on Wednesday. Dog free. Thank you for joining on a bank holiday. Happy bank holiday in the rain. Hope it's not raining where you are.